Welcome back to Stoic Pathways with another life-lightening video. Have you ever been ghosted? Everything seemed to be going perfectly, but then, out of nowhere, she vanishes, leaving you questioning what went wrong. Or maybe she plays the hot and cold game. One day, she's all over you, and the next, you're left in complete silence. It's maddening, isn't it? Let me be blunt with you. Women are playing games. If you don't recognize these games and know how to handle them, you'll find yourself stuck in an endless loop of frustration, confusion, and heartache. But here's the thing. It's not your fault these games exist. However, it is your responsibility to outsmart them. Today, I'm going to share 10 foolproof strategies to help you outsmart any woman who's playing games with your heart. And no, I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm talking about mastering yourself. Through the power of Stoicism, you'll become the calm in the storm, the unshakable man who can't be controlled. So, buckle up, because what I'm about to teach you will change the way you approach relationships forever. Before we get into the strategies, let's get one thing straight. Why do women play these games? Why do they ghost you, breadcrumb you, or leave you hanging emotionally? The answer is simple. They're testing your emotional strength. They want to know if they can control you, manipulate you, and make you doubt your worth. If they succeed, you lose. They'll lose respect for you, and you'll be left chasing them, desperate for their validation. But here's the good news. You don't have to play their game. Instead of being a puppet in her emotional roller coaster, you can become the master of your own emotions. By practicing Stoicism, you'll learn how to remain calm, collected, and in control, no matter what game she tries to pull. This isn't just about winning over women, it's about taking control of your life. It's about refusing to let yourself be emotionally manipulated and standing tall as a man who knows his worth. So, if you're tired of being played, done with emotional games, and ready to reclaim your power, stick with me. These 10 Stoic strategies will change your life. 1. Detach emotionally. The first strategy, and the foundation of all the others, is to detach emotionally. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're no longer controlled by your emotions. You're no longer reactive. Most guys freak out when a woman pulls away or acts cold. They start overthinking, panicking, and trying to fix the situation. But here's the reality. She's testing you. She wants to see how easily you'll crumble under pressure. Instead of chasing her for attention, stay calm. Whether she's texting you every 5 minutes or ghosting you for a week, your emotional state remains steady. You are centered, unaffected by her games. The more you practice emotional detachment, the more attractive you become. Women are drawn to men who can stay composed in any situation because it shows true strength. And strength is what makes you irresistible. 2. Recognize her manipulative behaviors and patterns. Women are creatures of habit. Once you start paying attention, you'll begin to notice behavioral patterns you didn't see before. Why is this important? Because patterns reveal intent. And when you recognize these patterns, the game becomes predictable. Once you know what to expect, you can easily outsmart it. One of the most common patterns is the hot and cold behavior. One day she's showering you with attention, making plans for the future. The next day, complete radio silence, suddenly distant, or acting as if she couldn't care less. This is the classic push-pull strategy. She wants to see if she can get you to chase after her. If you fall for it, if you panic and start blowing up her phone, you're playing right into her hands. Here's what you need to do. Recognize that this is a test of your emotional control. She's looking to see if she can provoke a reaction from you. Most guys fail this test by panicking and chasing harder. But you're not most guys. You'll stay calm, composed, and let her come to you. When you don't react to her hot and cold behavior, you flip the script. Now, she's the one chasing you, wondering why you didn't fall for her game. Let me make something clear. This behavior isn't always malicious. Sometimes women do it unconsciously, testing your confidence without even realizing it. But whether it's intentional or not, the outcome is the same. You must remain emotionally grounded and unshakable. Another game to watch out for is bread-crumbing. This is when she gives you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never fully commits. You might get a flirty text here and there, or she'll agree to hang out sometime. But when it comes time to make real plans, she's nowhere to be found. This is a tactic designed to keep you emotionally invested while offering nothing in return. How do you handle breadcrumbing? It's simple. You call it out, not with anger, not with desperation, but with calm and clarity. Say something like, "Look, I'm not here for half-hearted attention. If you're not interested in spending time together, that's fine, but I'm not going to wait around for you." You're not angry, you're not emotional, and most importantly, you're not chasing. By doing this, you make it clear that you have standards and you won't settle for less than you deserve. 3. Set boundaries. Now, let's talk about boundaries. Setting clear, firm boundaries early in the relationship isn't just about protecting yourself, it's about commanding respect. Here's the harsh truth. If you don't establish boundaries from the get-go, you're signaling that it's okay for her to walk all over you. Many men are afraid that setting boundaries will scare women away, but the reality is that women crave boundaries. Why? Because boundaries show self-respect, and a man who respects himself is a man who others will respect. Setting boundaries isn't about controlling her. It's about communicating what you need to feel respected in the relationship. For example, if she constantly cancels plans or leaves you hanging without explanation, don't just ignore it. Address it directly. You might say, "Hey, I've noticed you've been canceling a lot lately, and I value consistency. If you're not interested in making plans work, that's fine. But I'm not okay with the back and forth." By calmly stating your boundary, you're not attacking her and you're not accusing her. You're simply saying, "This is what I need." And here's the magic of it. When you communicate boundaries from a place of self-respect, you force her to either step up and respect you or move on. Either way, you win because you've protected your emotional energy. 4. Stay calm. Under pressure. One of the most powerful strategies when dealing with mind games is staying calm under pressure. Women often test men to see if they can push their buttons and provoke an emotional response. They might bring up their ex, flirt with other guys, or make passive-aggressive comments just to see how you'll react. It's a classic move designed to make you lose your cool, and most men fall for it, but not you. You're going to handle these situations like a Stoic. When she starts pushing your buttons, you remain calm, composed, and unbothered. Why? Because when you refuse to react, you disarm her completely. She's expecting you to get jealous, angry, or to argue. But when you stay calm, you send the message, "You can't control me." Let's say she brings up her ex in conversation, saying something like, "My ex used to take me to this amazing restaurant," or "I had such a great time with my ex last summer." She's trying to provoke you, trying to make you feel insecure or jealous. Most guys would react with something like, "I don't want to hear about your ex," or "Why are you still thinking about him?" But not you. You'll stay calm and respond with something like, "That's cool. I'm sure he was a great guy." You don't give her the reaction she's looking for, and that makes you unpredictable. Or let's say she flirts with another guy in front of you. Most guys would either get angry or try to outdo the guy. But you stay calm. Even if it stings a little inside, you don't engage. You observe and you show her that you're not threatened. If she's doing it to get attention from you, your calmness will make her wonder why you're not reacting. That's when the power shifts back to you. The key here is to never let your emotions dictate your actions. When you stay calm under pressure, you show her that you're unshakable, and that makes you incredibly attractive. 5. Focus on long-term goals, not her drama. A lot of guys get lost in relationships because they focus too much on immediate gratification, seeking her affection, the thrill of her attention, or resolving conflicts quickly. But Stoicism teaches us to focus on the long game. When you focus on your long-term goals, you stop obsessing over the daily drama of a relationship. Think about it. If you're building a successful career, working on your fitness, and striving for personal growth, do you really have time to get caught up in petty mind games? Of course not. You have bigger things on your plate. And this shift in mindset does two things. First, it makes you less emotionally reactive because you're not investing all your emotional energy into her attention. Second, it makes you more attractive because you're a man on a mission, and nothing is more attractive to women than a man with purpose. Let's say you've been seeing a woman for a few weeks and everything seems to be going well. Then, out of nowhere, she starts pulling back, texting less, making fewer plans, acting distant. Most guys would panic, overthink, and try to fix the situation. But you stay focused on your goals. You don't chase. You don't let her sudden distance derail your progress. You're a man on a mission, and no amount of drama can shake your focus. When most guys face distance or cold behavior from a woman, they panic. They start chasing harder, becoming overly available, and making the classic mistake of putting all their emotional energy into the relationship. But here's the difference. A man who is focused on his long-term goals doesn't flinch. He doesn't lose his composure because he knows his life isn't defined by whether or not this woman is giving him attention. His focus is on building his empire, improving himself, and working toward his goals. If she wants to be part of that journey, great. If not, he's not losing sleep over it. When you're centered on your long-term goals, you naturally become emotionally independent. You stop needing her validation because you're already getting validation from your progress, your accomplishments, and your personal growth. And here's the kicker. When she sees you're not chasing her, not caught up in the drama, it actually draws her in more. Why? Because you're different. You're not waiting by the phone for her to text back. You're the man too busy building his life to care about petty games. 6. Avoid emotional retaliation. Stay in control. One of the biggest mistakes men make in dealing with women's games is retaliating emotionally. She does something to hurt you, provoke jealousy, or test you, and your first instinct is to get even. Maybe she flirts with another guy, so you flirt with someone else to make her jealous. Maybe she pulls back, so you play hard to get to make her chase you. Let me be clear, this never works. The moment you start retaliating emotionally, you've already lost. Why? Because you're reacting to her, which means she's in control. When you let her dictate your actions, you're giving up your power. A Stoic man never retaliates emotionally. He knows that emotional reactions are signs of weakness. Instead, he responds with calm indifference. For instance, if she ghosts you, you don't chase her or start playing games in return. You withdraw your attention and focus on yourself. If she tries to make you jealous, you don't take the bait. You remain calm and continue living your life as you normally would. Let's imagine you're at a party with a woman you've been seeing, and she starts flirting with another guy in front of you. Most guys would either get angry and confront her, or start flirting with another girl to make her jealous. But both of these reactions come from a place of insecurity. Instead, you stay calm and don't engage. You don't give her the reaction she's looking for. That drives her crazy because you've shown her she doesn't have power over you. When you refuse to retaliate emotionally, you maintain control of the situation and send a clear message. I won't be manipulated by your games. Here's the beauty. When you don't react, the game loses its power. She'll either stop playing it or realize that you're not someone she can control. Either way, you win. 7. Communicate clearly and assertively. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, but many men get it wrong. They either avoid tough conversations altogether or approach them with too much emotion, leading to arguments, misunderstandings, and more drama. A Stoic man knows how to communicate clearly and firmly without letting his emotions take over. The key is to express your needs and boundaries calmly, without drama. When you're dealing with a woman who's playing games, there's no need to yell, accuse, or get emotional. Instead, calmly express what you expect and leave it at that. For example, let's say she's been acting distant or inconsistent, and it's starting to affect you. Most guys would either blow up at her or suppress their feelings. But a Stoic man addresses the issue directly, without drama. He might say, "Hey, I've noticed you've been acting differently lately. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'd like to know if there's something we need to talk about." Notice how you're not accusing her, not raising your voice, and not demanding answers. You're simply communicating your observation and inviting her to explain. This approach disarms her because you're not coming from a place of neediness or emotion. You're coming from a place of calm confidence, and that is incredibly attractive. When you communicate clearly and assertively, you set the tone for the relationship. You show her that you're not afraid to address issues, and you won't let things fester. This creates a relationship dynamic based on respect and honesty, not manipulation and mind games. 8. Prioritize your own well-being. Too many men fall into the trap of prioritizing the relationship over their own needs. This is a fatal mistake. The moment you make a woman the center of your world, you begin to lose your own sense of purpose. A Stoic man understands that his well-being and personal growth come first. He invests in his own health, his career, and his passions. And only after ensuring his own needs are met does he invest in his relationships. When you prioritize your own well-being, you become more resilient to the emotional highs and lows of relationships. You don't rely on anyone for your happiness because you've already built a fulfilling life for yourself. This mindset makes you more attractive because women are drawn to men who are secure in themselves, who don't depend on anyone else for their emotional stability. Moreover, when you are emotionally independent, you are less likely to fall for games and manipulation. You've set a standard for yourself, and anyone who isn't willing to meet that standard doesn't get your time or attention. By prioritizing your own growth and well-being, you not only safeguard your own mental health, but also create a dynamic where the woman respects you for being a man who values himself. And that respect is the foundation for any successful relationship. Prioritize your own well-being above all else. At the end of the day, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. This fundamental truth is something far too many men overlook, especially when they get caught up in emotional games or manipulative behavior. If you find yourself constantly stressed, anxious, or walking on eggshells, it's time for a serious reassessment of what you're allowing into your life. No one, man or woman, deserves to take away your mental peace, your self-respect, or your well-being. The moment you put someone else's needs ahead of your own emotional stability, you've already lost the game. Now, this doesn't mean you should be selfish or disregard the feelings of others. It's about balance. Prioritizing your own well-being makes you more attractive, not less. Women are drawn to men who are grounded, who know their value, and who refuse to let anyone destabilize their peace. This principle applies not only to romantic relationships, but to every aspect of your life, whether it's your career, your friendships, or your family. You need to put yourself first. Imagine you're seeing a woman who constantly sends mixed signals. One minute, she's affectionate and attentive. The next, she's distant and cold. You start to question yourself, wondering what went wrong. You might even alter your behavior to accommodate her mood swings. But stop right there. Ask yourself, how is this affecting my mental health? If the answer is negative, it's time to act. Take a step back. Withdraw your energy. Refocus on what makes you feel good, whether that's hitting the gym, working on your side hustle, or spending time with friends who truly support you. Protect your peace at all costs. Here's the kicker. When you stop prioritizing her and start focusing on your own well-being, two things will happen. Either she'll recognize your value and start respecting you more, or she'll leave because she can no longer control you. Either way, you win. You've either cut loose someone who doesn't respect you, or you've gained the upper hand in the relationship by showing that you're not easily swayed. In today's world, men are often conditioned to believe that they need to cater to women's emotions and needs at the expense of their own well-being. That's nonsense. Prioritizing your mental, emotional, and physical health isn't just attractive, it's essential for survival in the modern dating world. When you make it clear that your peace of mind is non-negotiable, you become instantly more desirable and respected. So, the next time you feel your peace being threatened by someone else's erratic behavior, ask yourself, is this worth sacrificing my well-being for? If the answer is no, then it's time to recalibrate and get back to what truly matters, you. Master patience, delay gratification. Here's something that many men don't want to hear. Patience is one of your most powerful tools when it comes to handling women who play games. I get it. You want answers now. You want clarity now. You want to know exactly where you stand right now. But here's the truth. Women often test your patience. They want to see if you can handle uncertainty. In a world where everyone expects instant replies, the man who practices patience stands out. He's rare. He's valuable. He's the one who doesn't crack under pressure. When she doesn't text you back within 5 minutes, you don't freak out. If she cancels plans last minute, you don't lose your temper. You remain composed, letting things unfold naturally. Women will test your patience, whether it's by taking hours to respond to a text or going silent for days, just to see if you'll panic, chase after them, or try to fix things. Most men fall for this. They start double texting, asking if something's wrong, trying to get clarity when they should be calm and composed. But you're different. You practice patience like a master. The next time she pulls one of these moves, don't react. Stay calm, stay grounded, and let her come to you. This isn't about playing games. It's about maintaining control of the situation. Patience isn't about being passive. It's about being in control of your emotions and allowing time to reveal the truth. When you're able to stay composed while she tests you, you show her that you can handle uncertainty without panicking. This makes you more attractive because you've proven that you don't need instant validation, and you're not someone who's going to fall apart at the slightest challenge. By mastering patience, you gain more power in the relationship. You stop worrying about whether she's texting back, whether she's flirting with someone else, or whether she's pulling away. Instead, you focus on your own life, your own progress, and your own goals. And when you do that, you become the type of man who draws respect and attraction effortlessly. In conclusion, the art of patience is crucial in handling women who play games or test your boundaries. While others may chase, react, or try to force clarity, you'll stand firm and remain grounded. You'll show her that you're not controlled by the whims of her actions. Instead, you'll allow time to reveal the truth, letting the relationship develop naturally without pressure or anxiety. This level of composure makes you irresistible because it shows you're a man who is not swayed by external forces. Someone who's emotionally independent and knows his worth. Do nothing. Let her come to you. That's right. Do nothing. Let her come to you. Give her the time and space to reach out when she's ready. Trust me, she will notice that you didn't fall into her games. She'll start to wonder why you're not chasing after her. And that, my friend, is when the power shifts in your favor. Why is patience so powerful? Because it shows you're not desperate for her validation. It shows that you're emotionally strong and self-sufficient. You have your own life, your own priorities, and you're not willing to drop everything just because she decided to pull back. This makes you a challenge, and women love a challenge. Patience is not just about waiting for her to text back or commit. It's about learning to delay gratification in all areas of your life. When you master patience, you stop chasing things that aren't aligned with your long-term goals. You stop reacting emotionally to every little thing. You stop getting caught up in the roller coaster of emotions that many men fall victim to. A Stoic man knows that good things take time. He's not in a rush. He's not desperate. He's playing the long game, and the long game always wins. While other men are scrambling for attention and immediate validation, you're sitting back, letting things unfold naturally, and staying focused on your own goals. Remember, patience doesn't mean doing nothing forever. It means waiting for the right moment to act. Whether it's in your relationship, your career, or your personal growth, patience allows you to make calculated, strategic moves that will pay off in the long run. It's not about instant gratification. It's about building a foundation for lasting success. Choose when to walk away and do it with confidence. Now, let's get serious. There's a saying, the most powerful position is the ability to walk away, and mean it. If you take nothing else from this, remember this. Knowing when to walk away is the ultimate power move. It's the nuclear option, the trump card that most men are too afraid to play. But when you play it, you immediately gain the upper hand. Not every woman is worth your time or energy. If she's playing games, stringing you along, disrespecting your time, or treating you like an option, you need to be prepared to walk away. And it's important to do this with calm, quiet confidence, not in a petty or dramatic way. Here's the key. When you walk away, you're showing her that you don't need her validation. You're showing her that you have options. You're showing her that your self-respect is more important than her approval. And here's the kicker. Most of the time, when you walk away, she'll chase you. Why? Because walking away is the ultimate act of self-respect, and women are drawn to men who respect themselves. But let's be clear, walking away is not a tactic to manipulate her into chasing you. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. When you walk away, you're saying, I'm not going to play this game anymore. If you want to be in my life, great, but if not, I'm perfectly fine without you. If she's constantly flaking on plans, texting other guys, or disrespecting you in any way, you simply say, look, I'm not interested in being part of this back and forth. If you're serious about us, let me know. If not, I'm moving on. No anger, no frustration, no drama, just calm, collected confidence. And then you walk away. You don't send a follow-up text. You don't check her Instagram stories. You focus on yourself, your goals, your well-being, your life. And here's the harsh truth. Sometimes walking away means walking away for good. There will be times when she doesn't chase you, when she doesn't come back, and that's okay. Because by walking away, you've already won. You've maintained your dignity, your self-respect, and your peace of mind. And trust me, those things are far more valuable than any fleeting relationship. Why is this so powerful? Because most men are afraid to walk away. They fear losing her. They fear being alone. But when you walk away, you're saying, I'm not afraid. I know my worth, and I'm not settling for less. That kind of confidence is rare, and it's magnetic. And here's the best part. When you walk away, you free yourself from the emotional games. You take back control of your life. You stop letting someone else dictate your happiness or your self-worth. And that, my friend, is true power. Conclusion. Take back your power and control your life. You have the power. These 10 powerful, practical, and life-changing strategies will help you outsmart any woman who's playing games with your heart. But these aren't just strategies for relationships, they're strategies for life. When you practice emotional detachment, set boundaries, stay calm under pressure, prioritize your well-being, practice patience, and know when to walk away, you become an unstoppable force. Remember, this isn't about manipulating women or playing games. It's about mastering yourself. It's about becoming a man who is in control of his emotions, his time, and his life. When you become that man, you naturally attract women who respect you, value you, and don't play games. But here's the thing. This is just the beginning. These strategies will set you on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. But the work doesn't stop here. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep applying these principles in every area of your life. If you found value in this content, please consider supporting the channel by joining the memberships or subscribing. This option helps us continue bringing valuable content to men like you.